You know, I got the feeling watching this episode that if Vegeta ever turned out to be a bio-warrior, this is how he would turn out. Hello there, beautiful friends from around the world. I'm your host Blackenfist, and this is my review of episode 45 of Dragon Ball Super. The first half of this episode is exposition ahoy. Nothing but exposition here. We get confirmation that the superhuman water copied Vegeta. This copy retains all of Vegeta's powers, and the original Vegeta remains pretty defenseless and in danger of, I suppose, dying. For most of the first half of this episode, we got a lot of backstory of how this water, or really biofluid from the third Broly movie, we learned that the natives of this planet created it in order to ward off invaders. However, it got too powerful and somehow it turned evil. Now, evil implies that it has a mind, it's sentient in a way. I mean, it has to, right? So how does an inanimate fluid turn evil? I guess it has a mind of its own, I suppose. And that's the whole reason it had to be sealed up in the first place. So after the first half, which was a complete exposition dump, that's when the action starts, and we start off with Goten and Trunks going up to Super Saiyan 3 up against the copy Vegeta. Now I guess this is all for those people wanting to know how powerful these characters are relative to each other, and I guess it's because copy Vegeta in theory is supposed to be how Vegeta is, I suppose, at least in base strength. We can assume that Vegeta in base now is far above, or at least above, a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So I guess that gives us a ballpark of how powerful Vegeta and I suppose Goku have progressed to this point. I also find it amusing that during the Gotenks transformation that Monaka went complete mermaid man again. It's definitely a characteristic I like, hopefully it sticks around. Meanwhile on King Kai's planet, Goku sensed Gotenks transforming into a Super Saiyan 3, which would obviously indicate something weird is going on, so he teleports over. Now with Gotenks not being able to handle this copy Vegeta, it seems that Goku's gonna step in, and I do find it a little funny how even Vegeta, in the danger of disappearing, pretty much dying, he's still bragging about how Goku cannot beat this copy Vegeta, since essentially copy Vegeta is him, and he's still bragging about how Goku's not going to be able to beat him. It just shows you how Vegeta's mindset, because if Goku doesn't beat this imposter, then Vegeta's going to die himself. So I suppose that it's better to die than to know that Goku's still stronger than you. Which, quite honestly, I thought this matter was settled in the last tournament with Goku going Kaioken Super Saiyan God. It's either Vegeta learned some pretty awesome techniques, or he's in denial. Anyway, that's where the episode left off, and I honestly have to say that this is probably a much weaker episode than the previous one. The first episode was a lot of exposition dump, and the second half I felt could have been resolved within one episode if the exposition didn't take up so much of it. The pacing was incredibly slow in this episode, probably one of the slowest paced episodes in all of Super. But I do acknowledge that this filler episode, if we can even call it that, is a little bit more serious than the previous ones. As we all know, previous Dragon Ball Super episodes have been pretty lighthearted, pretty tame, pretty slice of life. It's just the characters sitting around, you know, going about their lives. This one has a little bit more to it. It has a bit of a story, however little it is. It does have a backstory, a plot. It's trying to create somewhat of a threat, considering that Vegeta is in danger of dying and losing all his powers. I understand that this filler it's kind of different from what we've seen in the past. I do appreciate that, since we do need, you know, different types of filler in this series anyway. However, I feel that Dragon Ball Super doesn't take it all the way. It's going a little serious, but then it tries to do something silly again, like this shot right here. I mean, what's going on there? And I get it, there has to be a balance, but you know, I feel like if you're gonna go serious, might as well go all the way with it, right? But you know what? Those are just my thoughts, and I don't know, you can agree with me, disagree with me. It's all cool. But anyway, guys, that has been my review of this episode. Weaker episode, pretty slow paced. I don't think it would have warranted 3 episodes, since at the end of this episode we still haven't really finished up this whole thing that's going on here. But oh well, I guess this is all really just padding for the new arc anyway. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed my thoughts and if you enjoyed this review, please subscribe to the channel, as I will be bringing you more of these reviews and other Dragon Ball segments in the future. But until next time, guys, I'm Blackenfist, and I'm out, man.